Hello everyone, my name is Axel, known online as Blazyboy, and today I've decided to take you behind the scenes of how I make my videos. Before we begin, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. To me, that is just absolutely mental. This means a lot to me and I can't thank you enough for this milestone. Now, let's start. Every video I make begins with an idea. This is usually easy depending on what type of video it is. When it comes to the Blazyboy game reviews, I usually take a look at what games I'm playing right now and think about how I can make it an entertaining video. For live action videos, it's a bit trickier. I have to come up with an entertaining plot, which isn't always perfect and takes much more effort. There's a reason I stopped making Blazyboy and the Adventures of Dickheads after 2 episodes. Besides the name, of course, what the fuck was 15-year-old me thinking? For the rest of this video, I'm only going to be talking about making the game reviews, as I think it's easier to stick to discussing one style rather than switching between the two constantly. After I have the idea, I either record footage of the game or write the script. Recording is usually what I do first, so I can have a better idea of what to write about in the script. However, if there's something in the script that I didn't record for, I usually go back and record more footage. In my Deep Rock Galactic video, I was originally going to use a much smaller amount of footage, meaning I would have to steal a bunch of footage for other game modes I didn't play. In the end, however, I went back and got more footage in the game, with the exception of the fucking drill mission. Piece of shit. My recording software is OBS. I use this for pretty much all my game reviews, with the exception of Roblox. Roblox recently released an update, which means I can't record Roblox with OBS anymore and have to resort to Xbox Game Bar and using the screen record function. Anyway, after I've recorded footage, I get into writing the script. There is no easy way of describing how one writes a script. I usually type down what comes to mind, inserting some jokes and directions for me to use later on. My scripts are pretty bare bone, mostly just being lines for me to read off, and that's because I'm the only one involved with making my videos, outside of occasionally having my friends record footage with me, so I already know how I want the video to go and how I want my voice to sound. The whole script writing process can take anywhere from a week to about a month, either due to procrastination or just a lack of ideas of what to write. Once I have the script done, I move on to recording my voice. The microphone I use is a Vivatar condenser USB recording microphone that I bought for cheap from EB Games around January of last year. Now at the time, the microphone worked very well, however it's begun to wear down and the audio doesn't sound very good. You'll notice a considerable dip in audio quality from a Better Call Saul video and the DRG one. Better Call Saul Kart is a fan game developed by Big Trash Games. It is literally just a shitpost in game form. Deep Rock Galactic is a cooperative FPS game where you do 2 things: mine resources and murder innocent wildlife for your corporate overlords. I plan to replace the microphone when I can afford to do so, but for now I'm stuck with this. Also, I record under a blanket. Around this time is also when I record any live action shots I need for the video. This will involve small clips of me doing something I find comedic, standing in front of a green screen I'm too tall for, or playing one of the characters from a Blazyboy cinematic universe. I don't know what else to call it. The attires worn by Ivan, Alex, Nigel, David, and not Jacques, I fucking killed him, are just random clothes I assorted together to create their outfits. Green screen shots have been some difficulty for me, either due to my editing programs or my overall height compared to the green screen. I've tried numerous different techniques for filming myself in front of a green screen, including bending down on my knees to combat the height issue. But as I described in the DRG video, it's fucking painful to do that for extended periods of time. So I've now settled for situating my phone here on my shelf and just standing upright. I plan to eventually get a better lighting setup instead of my singular working room light, but that's in the future. If I'm lucky, all the live action stuff takes about 1 to 2 days. Now for my favorite part of the project, editing. Editing is one of the most life-draining tasks for process, as I now have to actually put all the elements together to make a coherent video. A major reason why for a while there's been huge gaps in between videos is because editing just simply drains me and takes anywhere between a month to 3 to do. The exception to this was the Roblox Variety Round, which I was able to do in about 2 days, a record pace that I haven't been able to achieve since some of the earlier Blazyboy videos from last year. Anyway, I'm getting off track. The editing software I use is Kdenlive. I find it to be a very technically advanced software, and the amount you can do with it for free is a big plus for me who can't afford to pay for an actual editing program. However, there's a few downsides, the biggest being that the chroma key is just awful, it's shit. I've put off using green screen effects in my videos for quite a while because of it, especially for live action shit. My current system to combat this is slightly complicated. Firstly, I take my green screen footage into HitFilm Express, as that program has great green screen functionality. I mask myself out with a mask tool and the green screen tool before placing a plain green background behind me. This makes it much easier to edit in Kden. I take the footage into Kden, use the shitty chroma key tool multiple times until it looks decent enough. Of course, it's not perfect, and I am really not the best editor. Regardless, once the edit is done, I render out the video, upload it, and that's the project done. I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes look, and thank you again for 1,000 subs. See you next time.